is no self. How can you even look after yourself or be concerned about yourself in any way if there is no self?
But I don't know what exactly you mean by self.
I mean, you see, on the one hand, we're all governed by nothing but self-interest.
The word self implies that there is something separate from the functioning of the living organism. That's all. So there is an entity which is guiding.
Conducting my life.
Yes. Operating this, taking care of. The word spirit means breath. The meaning of I don't want to go into that, I'm not a metaphysician. So in that sense they use the word spirit. Not that there is an entity which is shaping, helping the functioning of the body either this way or the other way. The breath, the life, the throb of life is all that is there. So food is not essential for the body. The body is not interested in feeding itself.
What's it into? Its survival is eating, isn't it?
Survival, yes. But survival is not the basic thing for the body. If it can, yes. If it cannot,
what is the basic
it lives
thing?
On itself and that's the end of it. It's just a chemical process that is going on there.
So nothing what is it interested in then, if not survival?
It is not interested in changing anything at all.
Yeah.
The body itself.
No, yes.
The physical entity.
It doesn't ask the question, how am I functioning?
That's the Krishnamurti thing, is they say, let's observe how I'm functioning so I can change myself.
That's all that is involved. A bunch of garbage. Forget it. Or some mystical nonsense is taught.
But on one level...
You have no way of looking at yourself, you see. If you want to look at yourself, it is only through the help of the knowledge. Either the knowledge given by the mystics, the knowledge is born out of their fantasies and petty little experiences, or the knowledge given to us by the biologists who have observed certain things. So you have no way of directly experiencing how the heart is functioning, how the body is functioning. You have no way of...
It is. It just is.
No, you use the knowledge and then try to look at it and experience it. So it is your knowledge that is... that helps you to understand anything. See? You know, the knowledge is born out of your certain observation.
That interprets it.
Interprets it.
Interprets it.
Yes.
And we feel that without that knowledge,
even your physical looking, let alone the knowledge influencing the things that you are looking at. You see, it is that is influencing things. The whole thing is just an electromagnetic field. It's a chemical process.
If the knowledge persisting in the present is creating the self, it seems to be, once we have the knowledge, you have the thought process. And once you have the thought process, the creation of the self seems to be an inevitable.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It is a self-perpetuating. It's a self-perpetuating mechanism, and the end of it is the destruction.
Yeah, and what I couldn't combine that thinking with is the possibility of this thought ending.
No, the ending of thought is the ending of this structure.
The structure of knowledge.
It is a thought that it has created the form for it.
Yes, and it looks like if the ending of the thought is, if the thought ends by some process or other, or by no process, it looks like you seem to be still using thought from outside, from here. And the mere fact that I use thought seems to create that, and in your case, the mere fact that you're using thought doesn't seem to create that.
No, you are using the thought, you are bringing the thought out of me. There is no other way of changing the economic structure. Ultimately, it is the economic structure that you are interested in changing, nothing else. Political structure is part of maintaining the status quo. There are political institutions and political ideologies, political systems. They are only to maintain the status quo, whether it is the communistic society or the so-called free society. It really doesn't matter.
Well, I think the hope of most of the reformists is that if you could change the economy and free people up enough, get them freed from the rat race, so to speak, then they could change themselves without me changing them or God.
They have been dishing out that kind of garbage for centuries, you see. You know, love thy neighbor as thyself, and that stuff has resulted in the destruction of life, you see, compared to the people that were massacred during the days of interrogations. What do they call that, Christian?
But as you look back in history, it's not all just a matter of wars and people killing and walking.
What else is there?
98% of the history of man is a history of cooperation.
Where?
From all over the world, in primitive tribes, in medieval
born
Europe.
out of fear.
No,
course.
mutual need,
No?
mutual aid.
Well,
Man's
Then you-
perception that he
then
must
you would
cooperate to
have,
survive.
then you would have created a different kind of economic structure.
Well, there was
Yeah, but
that kind of
That's
structure
fear too,
up
though.
until
Mutual
5,000
need
years
is fear
ago.
from, external sources. Animals and they group together.
It's, I guess it's based on fear in a way.
Anyway, what is history after all?
But what is one to do then?
What are you doing anyway? Just sitting here and talking?
Right now.
Changing the world?
Yeah. I mean, what is one to do if one realizes
The
there's
terrorist
nothing?
is doing something. I'm not supporting the terrorist. You see, he's doing something. There is an action there. You see, here you just sit and talk. How the world should be planned, you see.
Yeah, but back
the
in every-
terrorist action is moving towards the destruction of the world.
Change it. That's all. That's what you are talking about, you see. You want a change. Without bloodshed, without war, without massacre, without force. You see, show me one instance in the history of mankind that the changes have been brought about without using force. So they are not going to
Give me a minute.
give up anything gracefully, So the instruments which they use to suppress you are the ones that can be met in exactly the same way. The moment you say something which is a threat to the structure of the society as it exists today, they will do everything possible, use rationality, logic, force, persuasion, talk of love, this, that and the other, and try, to destroy you.
It's always been that way.
That has always been the case. So when once you get into the seat of power, you will do exactly the same thing. Huh?
There you have it in a nutshell.
So to get into the seat of power, what an amount of energy you have.
Yeah.
It's all right, you and I can sit and talk, fine. Good, he's recording that, Interesting.
What if one has no desire to get into the seat of power?
You are a power, in your own household. Don't forget that. You are dominating over somebody or the other, forcing your ideas, the way of living.
Yeah, but then the way you talk, you're putting everybody on the same level. Some harmless guy living out in the boonies in Africa, raising his 3 kids, minding his own business, trying to survive. He has no power other than that.
So
Power to exert
power
his...
over his children, his neighbors, his group, his particular sect is there. You have always had those people there in Africa. What do they call them? The tribal leaders.
The showman.
Hmm?
The showman.
Yeah.
And yet you're not advocating a kind of
No change is
a
necessary.
philosophy of peace that says the world can exist without power. There must be power in the world for it
No.
to even function.
So no change is necessary.
I don't see any need for change. You want the change because you want to create a world where you can be happy, where you can have your way. That's all. That's what you are interested in. I'm not in conflict with society. I don't see anything wrong with this society. It's you being what you are. What do you expect? As long as there is a starvation in the world, so long the idea of a peaceful world is just a myth.
It's not that you don't see anything wrong with society, because you spend a lot of your
It
time...
pains me, but there is
Right.
no way of changing it. You see.
Right, so
You
it's
end up
not-
in the battlefield. You see, my system, my ideology has the solutions for solving the problem of starvation in this world. And you have your own way, and you develop atomic weapons to maintain, you see, and impose your way of life on others, your way of thinking on others. So both of them end up in the battlefield. That's all. Vietnam was an instance. If not Vietnam, you say some other countries. That's all that you are doing. $101 billion. You blow up. 50,000 Americans died, probably 10 times that figure. You know, I don't know. Vietnam is.
You spoke of life existing all throughout the universe then. Not
I
in
don't
our...
know what exactly do you mean by life?
I don't know. I'm asking you because you made
I'm
that
not talking
statement. You said that
anything
there
about-
is life throughout our whole solar system, not
I
in
don't
our
know.
form.
I don't know exactly what you mean by life.
That's what I was trying to
Yes,
ask
you
you.
want me
What,
to
what,
give a
what did you
definition?
mean by life?
Yes.
Yes.
You
What
want
did
me
you
to
mean
give
by
it-
that statement?
Whatever they mean by life, you see, the scientists. Whatever they mean by the word life, when they talk of life, you see on Mars, on this planet and that planet.
Right. You said that there was life there, but it was not that we would recognize.
No, no,
see,
no,
it's
no,
something
no.
like that.
No, the conditions there, you see, are not suitable
For life
for the
in
kind
this
of
form.
life that exists on this planet.
Right.
That's all that they are saying.
Right.
That's what they mean by life means, you see, life is there everywhere. Huh?
Now to expand that out, then life is everywhere. Life is the matter, the energy, right?
Life is energy.
Energy.
Energy, you see.
And so
So-
that planet, being physical matter, being a concentration of
the same
energy.
energy is there. The potential probably is there for, you see, on that planet, you see, to create a living structure like this. I don't know. Anything I say would be in the area of
A supposition.
speculation.
Right.
I'm not competent enough to say anything. I'm just saying what they are saying. So if you want to believe in spite of the scientific discovery, the knowledge they have, it's because you believe, you see. You know, that there must be, because the mythology, and then you see this UFO, God knows what, the Martians and all that kind of a thing. This is going around, you see. So you want to believe in that kind of a thing. What has that belief to do? You will always replace one belief with another belief.
Mhm.
So you are the belief, you see. The belief comes to an end, that's the end of you.